Hey people, I want you to listen to this potential for a breath prayer today. We've been talking about holding on. We've been talking about clinging to God. And now we have a completely different tone of voice that the psalmist is talking about. In verse 9, so great has become his confidence. After in one verse he's holding on for dear life, the other one he's desperately clinging to God. And then all of a sudden he's overwhelmed with an unbelievable sense of confidence. And he says this, they who seek my life, they will be destroyed. They will go down to the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the sword and become food for jackals. Now, people, how did that happen? The two previous verses, this guy is crying out in desperation, and it's this cry of, I've got nowhere to turn, I've got nothing to hold on to other than the gracious foundation of my faith being God. And when you do that, at some point, that pain that you have suffered, that disappointment that you have experienced, that issue that you've been going through, at some point, if you hold on long enough and cling to God long enough, that which was once pain now becomes purpose. That which was once sadness now becomes strength. If you just hold on long enough. Some of you let go too soon. Some of you lose your faith. Some of you lose your confidence in God. And as a result, you never really experience all that God has for you when you cling and you hold on to Him. It's a test, people. That's all it is. And God, because He's God, is allowed to test us. And He takes us right to the edge, man. But some of us are letting go far too soon. Some of us are walking away saying, well, I'm not going to do this. And they all get grumpy and they play the passive-aggressive thing. But God is saying, hold on. And the tide will turn from that which was fearful to that which is faithful. And you will suddenly see life through a different lens. We've got to see our lives through the lens of the Scriptures. Chad said that to you in church the other day. It's a great line. You've got to interpret life more accurately. You've got to interpret your life and worldview more biblically. And when we look at life and the challenges around us through a biblical lens, God, I tell you people, we see something completely and totally differently. Keep holding, keep clinging, and the time will come. And it will come. It always comes, where you'll be able to stand. There's almost, in the voice of David who wrote this, there's almost a sense of arrogance. He says, death, what are you going to do to me now? You've done everything to me and I have stood firm. Now I will have the victory through God, who will complete that which He has begun in me. You don't stand a chance. And I'm going to stand, devil, on your head. This is at this point that we get to give the devil a headache. For a long time he's been giving you a headache, but at this particular point, after holding and clinging, you get to crush him on his head and say, that's it, it's done, away with you. People, listen, how many times have I said this? It's just a test. For goodness sake, let's pass the test. Make sure we do this well. So, our breath prayer today is, Lord, I'm clinging, I'm holding on, and now the victory is mine. Put a smile on your face, people, because the victory is yours no matter who the enemy is, no matter what the circumstance are, you have the victory. Not because you're anything special, but because you've learned the secret of victory is found holding, clinging, and then stand on His head. You have a good day. Bye-bye.